And the factory, you could put whatever you want in there. I put peanut butter in mine. Awesome. I'm a genius. Downtown, and we do pretty much nothing with it. Just kind of look at it. So I think that's going to be their next big project, is trying to give this thing a bit of a facelift, as I was saying. But something else that's going to be getting a facelift soon is our Nissan Stadium over to our right-hand side. It's our big, beautiful stadium that we can watch our Titans lose in every weekend. God love them. They try their best, but after how many building years in a row, you just gotta call it. Like, we're not that good. We're probably not gonna win anytime soon. But I was supposed to be getting a new stadium, and I swear, the one that we have now is just a bad luck charm. It's been hit by 2 natural disasters. It was hit by a flood in 2010, when I was showing you earlier, and then it was hit by a tornado in 2022. So it's been through a lot. Hopefully, new stadium will be what we need to break the curse. But I will say it's probably going to get really loud very shortly. We'll be back on Broadway, so I might just pick this up on the other side of the block, okay? Very careful and take your time, all right? But okay, with that being asked, so women gain the right to vote inside of that building over there, which is incredible. I just always have this mental picture of big legislative decisions happening in DC, but no, that would happen right over there. I'm going to try and get out of the way as fast as possible. I just have to send my dispatch my numbers, and we'll keep going. That doesn't have that signature dome on top. It's built to suit our own aesthetics and have that Grecian look. It's also the only state capitol in the entire nation to serve as a mausoleum as well. There are 4 people buried on the premises. We have President Polk as well as his wife Sarah Polk, and then we also have the designer and financier of that building buried inside the walls of that thing. It's their dying wish to be buried there. The building was completed after they had passed, so that's where they lay over there. Wishes were honored. But this big dome over here to our right, that's our municipal auditorium. That was the first venue in the Southeast to have air conditioning. So everybody wanted to play in there. We had a bunch of big shows like Rolling Stones, Elvis Presley, Jackson 5, all the recording processes, all the technology behind it, and how it evolved. Lots of stuff that you never really think about that they discuss in here, which is super interesting. Now, they are closed today, but they will be open tomorrow. Musicians all okay? Alright, that's what I thought. Just give me 1 second, we'll keep going, okay? Our farmers market. So farmers market, it's basically a huge food court and more. It's got perhaps. So here we are, folks. There's top 12 farmers market. And they really center this park all around trying to help you to learn Tennessee state history. And like they really want you to learn, okay? But just a little bit. But beautiful, beautiful view. And it's one of the last places in the city where you can see it at a full-scale view. There's just too many buildings in the way of this. Like doing research or had a super specific question Google couldn't answer for some reason, they'll have the resource for you to answer it. And I love it has all of our state things around the outside. My favorite one is that our state insect is a firefly. Like, easily the cutest insect they could have picked. Huge grab for Tennessee, great decision. And I think the funniest state thing we have is that our state drink is milk. Like, they want it down, I would say. Very newly renovated, and it's built so that the people who live, which is crazy, lots of dogs. They also have these little murals of Frankie Juno Pierce on this tunnel. She was a suffragette in Nashville. Ever heard the phrase, "We want a square deal"? She's the person that coined that phrase, so a little cool thing in memoriam of her. But over here to our left, we have this parking garage looking thing, but inside of there, they hid a grocery store. I don't know why they felt the need to so deeply conceal a Publix in there, but they did. If you need any snacks or groceries, that's where you're going to find it. But if you plan on spending any time in Capitol View, they have a lot of restaurants, boutiques, things like that over here. A couple restaurants I really like. Emerald Rose on the corner. They got great craft beer. It's meant for you to be really interactive with it, kind of understand the mechanics of how all their equipment works, which is just, it's really cool how they have it set up. So for that experience alone, I've never had that experience from another museum. So if you want to check it out, there you go.
Complete replica of the original Parthenon in Athens, Greece. It's an art museum, so inside they have a bunch of paintings and sculptures, but the most famous piece of art is a 42-foot tall statue of the goddess Athena, and she's holding a 6-foot tall statue of the god Nike, the god of shoes. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why is there a Parthenon replica in Nashville of all places? Well, that is because Nashville is also nicknamed the Athens of the South. We were the first city in the southern states to have universities and a public school system. If you look to your forward left, that's the Parthenon right there. It's only $10 per person to walk. It's one of the best deals you'll find in this whole city. And this is also going to be our stop to Centennial Park. Yeah, feel free to just have a couple shots while we're here. Had a free public concert right there. And when you're Roy Orbison back in that day, you had to have an opening act. 6 p.m. was when it opened up. Memorial. There she is right there. Starts the campus of Vanderbilt University. So Vanderbilt University, it was founded back in 1873 as an all-male college. It was named after railroad tycoon Cornelius Vanderbilt. Now back in that day when the college opened up, Nashville was one big battle zone because the Civil War had just taken place. It was a big mess out through here. Now Cornelius Vanderbilt, he gave $1 million to the university and the hospital, and it really helped clean up the aftermath after the Civil War. Songs. Inside is the very piano and microphone that Elvis used. It's a small brown building to your left side, guys. That's RCA Studio B. McIntyre's former recording studio. She actually designed the building herself. Now I say former because it now belongs to her ex-husband. The sound that it gives, it costs $20 grand an hour to repair. It's also where Hardy, Florida Georgia Line, Chris Daughtry, and Nelly, and Carrie Underwood all recorded. Called Musica. It's meant to represent how music helps you feel free. But this came out not control, since they're not wearing any shoes, of course. So local church groups would come out here and put togas on those things to hide the nudity. So the World War I and II soldiers would ship off after saying goodbye to their families. All those tunnels, see at the bottom, those were all the terminals. Now these days it is not a train station anymore, it is now a 4-star hotel. Stop 5. As long as one of our trolleys, if you don't have a ticket, close the door and let them strangers at stop 5. Now ask how I know that story. I was impressed. What you have to understand is that was my second day on this job. I'm not kidding. At that point, I was worried I was going to get fired at every single turn. But he eventually made his way back because he's on Tonight Show the very next week. Which goes to show it doesn't. Yeah. He probably doesn't remember that, to be honest. Take a look at the stain lines in that building. See those stain lines? That's where the water level was. This was all underwater. So we also get a lot of rain here. It looks nice. It's probably going to rain soon. Okay. Now, we're about to turn on 2nd Avenue here. It's going to